All right, we are in the Greater Than Games demo room at PAX Unplugged 2018, and I am here with Danielle and Nate, who are showing off Medium. How's the con going for you guys?
It has been a blast. We're loving it. It's our first PAX Unplugged. So we're just learning a lot, meeting a lot of new people, and having a blast.
Yeah, we've been doing a ton of showing Medium to people. It's our first game. It's our only game so far. We've just been having a blast in the Greater Than Games room, get as many people in front of Medium as we can.
Well, this is super exciting because as your first game, you're getting this signed by like a real rising star in the industry. So when did this actually get signed? What was the trajectory there? Did you just like beat down their door until they let you in? What happened?
Like, our main thing that we do is just show Medium to people, and so we were actually demoing this in the Unplugged room at Origins in June of this year, and so people were coming in, people were getting into it, people were playing it, and then at the end of like Saturday night, someone came in, he's like, hey, I know you were going to Kickstarter this game, right? We were planning on Kickstartering it, but I work with a board game publisher, and we would love to publish Medium, and we're like, well, this changes everything, and so since then, we've been working with the guys from Greater Than, and things have been moving along really nicely. It's really kind of changed what we were hoping for that. You know, we had an idea for this game, and we were talking about this would be a cool thing that we could self-publish, and this could be our thing. But once Greater Than got involved, it really became the kind of a next level opportunity for us.
That sort of energy is really what captured our imagination while playing this game, because it was just so excited and just invigorating to have this like pumped anticipation for every card that was revealed. So I think for the audience who hasn't played this game, because I have, and I'm telling you, it's what we talked about last night after going home. How does this game work? How do you explain this in a nutshell that people can really get a grip on what Medium is?
Now, Nathan's going to talk again because he does way better job at explaining it, but I'll jump in. Yeah.
So we think of it as a game of mind reading, word guessing, and high-fiving. It's kind of a lightweight party game. It's based on this old improv exercise, and the way it works is you play in teams or you play with partners, and you each have a hand of cards, and each of the cards just has a word on it. You know, canoe, cowboy, cactus, words that don't start with C, and you'll play a card in front of you, and so you'll play a card in front of you, and then your partner will play a card from her hand in front of her, and what you're trying to do is determine the word that connects those two words, the words they have in common, the word that's a compromise between them, the word that they both suggest. And so what you will do is you will count down together, you will count down 3, 2, 1, and you're attempting to say the same word at the same time. And when you do, it feels like magic, right? It's a lot of high fives, a lot of yellings. People have described it as kind of code names except with yelling and laughter, and I think that's apt, actually. So yeah, that's basically how the game works in a nutshell. You're trying to make a mind meld with your partner. It's called Medium because you're determining the medium between the two cards, but also you're acting as a medium trying to read your friends' minds.
Then we have a strategy-based level where we have a clairvoyance card, a fortune card, and an incantation card. And each set of cards is set to each team, and you can only use it once per turn. And if you don't use them, they're worth 3 points. If you do use them, you can possibly get more. So that's kind of the risk you're taking by playing them. But clairvoyance, basically, if Nathan and I are on a team and 2 other people are on a team, I'm going to say, hey, Nathan, I think I know what they're going to say. So we flip over the clairvoyance card, and I play with that other team. If we all match, we all get a mind meld. If I match with one player, we steal the points. If no one matches, that team keeps playing. Good fortune is basically us doubling down. Nathan, I know what you're going to say, so 3, 2, 1, say the same word, we get double the points. Incantation, if we play that, I'm like, okay, this team has taxi and banana. I play incantation and say, you guys can't say yellow, so it kind of stops them from saying that word yellow.
What I really loved about this game is at first it felt like a purely social game, and I wasn't sure what to expect going in, but the way that turns are structured, and if you get something wrong, the progression of specificity using the information from the previous guesses and getting descending amounts of points for that, but still having the opportunity to hone in on what the core idea that you've been hitting on is really an amazing mechanic. Where did that come in? Was that something that you added to the game to adjust for something in early play testing, or was that part of the core idea from the beginning?
Well, the whole thing is based on this old improv exercise. Danielle and I used to have these jobs, and we used to like to goof around at work a lot, and one of the things we would do is play this improv game, and it would basically go, I would go up to Danielle, I'm like, do you have one? And so we're like, all right, ready? 3, 2, 1, potato, right? And so we would come up with these words, and then we would use that to try to match. And so when we started to develop this game, the hardest part was coming up with the words. I ended up saying river like every single time. So by having a hand of cards, it limits what you can play. And then there's kind of that strategic element of me playing a word, you looking at it, and then you determining what word will best complement that to get us there. But then I think what really changed it, like Jack is suggesting, is that if you don't say the same word at the same time, the missed words become the new words. Like, for example, one of the examples we always use, like if Danielle played the word astronaut and I played the word cheese, we would be 3, 2, 1, moon, right? But if we didn't say moon, like if Danielle said moon and I said space or whatever, those become the two new words. 3, 2, 1, NASA.
Planets?
Okay, so NASA and planets. So this is our third and final try, NASA and planet. I have one, ready?
Yes.
Ready? 3, 2,
1,
1, Mars.
spaceship.
Oh, they just landed on me.
This is actually part of the best aspect of the game. Is it's hilarious at the table to watch that happen, but I can't understate how awesome it feels to have this kind of strategic increasing amount of information with each failed guess. And even when you don't get it, you still feel like you got to participate in something on your turn, and it doesn't feel like the joke is on you as the player. It feels like everyone at the table is in on the joke, even though you want to decimate your opponent. So the last thing that I wanted to hit on is, this being your first published game, what is your group name, your publishing name, your designer name, I guess, design house, studio. There we go. Oh, that sounds so professional. What is it?
It's Storm Chaser Games, and we kind of developed that name off of the movie Twister. We used to just say when we were working together, if we ever ran into a problem, or if we got something done, we did something that was successful, we would say it's Storm Chasers. It's what we do.
Because we thought it was a line from the movie. We found out later it's not a line from the
it's not a
movie,
line.
but we still say
But
it.
we love it, and that's our company. Yeah.
And can you think of one matchup in particular of cards or words or guesses that just blew your mind this entire convention so far?
We've had so
Well,
many.
I like the one I just saw. So this is one we just played. I played it with a guy named Kumar, and he played ribbon, and I played doctor, and we were like 3, 2, 1 stitches. That was a pretty good one. That was the one. It's the one where you kind of take a leap of faith. It's like, I think, to me, with my beautiful perfect brain, that stitches would be perfect. But you take a chance with, like, is that where his brain's going to go? Is that where they are? And you really find really quickly how to connect with that other person. Did you have any interesting ones?
One I heard earlier was apple and button, and the word that they matched on was stem, which I would have never thought of, but the fact that they both said at the same time is just unbelievable.
Yeah, I think the two greatest feelings in the game of Medium is when you and your partner both sync up and get it perfectly right together. And the second best feeling is when your beautiful partner gets it supremely wrong. Yeah, both of them feel just as good.
Yeah.
I think that's the magic of Medium.
Yeah.
I think every one of us who sat down to play it last night, all of us thought, man, this thing could totally be a hit in our house. We want to pick it up. When's this going to be available, guys?
So we don't know that yet. We just signed with Greater Than on Wednesday, so we are talking to them this evening, and hopefully we kind of figure out a plan with them, and I'm sure they will release that information as soon as possible.
Yeah, look for it in 2019.
Yeah, 2019. It's probably the best that we can say.
Thank you guys so much for coming on the Cardboard Herald, and thank you everyone for watching at home.
Thank you.
Great, thanks, Jack.
guys.
Appreciate it. So she plays catch, and I am going to play. I'm going to play bird. Catch and bird. What you thinking?
Catch and bird. Yeah.
You ready? 3, 2, 1, net.
cage.
Yeah, cage is 100% better. I don't think you actually catch birds in nets. So, but now we got net and cage. Okay,
Net and cage. Yeah.
ready? 3, 2, 1,
1,
trap.
trap.
Yeah, that's how you play Medium.
If you enjoyed this video, we have all kinds of other reviews, interviews, and recommendations via writing, podcasts, and video here on our channel and website cardboardherald.com. Our content is audience supported, so if you want to show your support, please visit our Patreon. Thank you so much for watching. This has been the Cardboard Herald.